My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. Wait, that was way too loud initially. What happened with my microphone? It just was not ready to hear a sound from my voice. Apparently I'd been too quiet in the room too recently. So, I just want to say a special thanks, especially here, to Epsilon Rose, who provided a spoiler-light to spoiler-free guide of the kinds of things that I have forgotten over the course of this series. Much appreciated. These will be great as little pieces of extra things that we're gonna do along our way, rather than uncursing immediately. So, first things first, a few new locations have been added to Crystal Dream Lake. Let's go. By the bus stop to the Crystal Dream Lake. Now, I got a question mark. Do I have the ability to wander around and find a new place though? Squirrel chatters, I fight some shadow folk, which is going to be so easy now that I have 3 additional AP at this point. I could just do this 2 more times. I won't, but I could. I'll buy a soda. We'll see what's up. Many more shadows. I see. Even with the efficient kills that they are getting at this point, I am going to have to use another one of the call for backup. Let's try that 2 more times and see if I get a new location. Junk mail and match, and red collar in the return slot. Probably not. However, I may have the ability to go to a different time in one of the locations that I've unlocked. On the side of one of Crystal Dream Lake's many trees, you find the impenetrable shellac in the amber. Making our way, however, to the hardware store. Proprietor! Hello again, what can I do for you? Ask for candy? Ask about something else? 3? Hang on. Oh, wait a second. Got it. I'll go back in time in the first place before I can try this. Hey, I changed my mind about where to put that outhouse. Right here, this spiral on your map. You show him the postcard and point to the X your future self scribbled on it. Right here, please. Really? There's nothing there. Yeah, I'd like an outhouse there instead. Well, customers are always right about what they want and where they want their outhouse. That's the saying I just made up. I'll get it taken care of for you. Anything else I can do? No thanks. Outhouse time. I'm so ready. A squirrel chatters, I find its stuff, and then I send myself back in time. Perhaps this place was more remarkable at some other time. I head and see. Camp Crystal Dream. If there really is a summit camp in this crazy time nexus, it's gotta be a liability nightmare. Looks like a car, but much cooler. Let's see what's inside. You try to open the door, but it's locked. I can't jimmy it because I do not have a wire coat hanger. Couple cactus, some succulents. The Nelson Coach Co. This old stagecoach is treating this ordinary sand as if it's quicksand. I search the coach. A really nice cowboy hat has gone down with the ship. A really nice cowboy hat. Ooh, this pristine hat has obviously never seen the inside of a cattle drive. +5 to all different types of attacks. Neat. Not that I really diversify the attack type that I'm using consistently, but still. A robot, half buried in some weird colored sand. I see what it's holding. It's a ring! You pry apart its pincer and grab it. A glowing ring. Pure energy made solid, and then bent into a little circle. Into a circle rather, a little bigger than the diameter of a human finger. On the 3rd round of combat, rewinds time back to when you still had all of your HP. Now, if I ever got to a 3rd round of combat, I can imagine where that might be useful. It's an ancient sarcophagus. Investigate. You approach the sarcophagus. The top has long since crumbled to dust, and it's empty. Wait, no, it isn't empty. There's jawbone on a very small pillow. I inspect it. You bend down for a closer look and hear a faint whisper. I beg your pardon? I'm sorry? You land even closer. You still can't hear it. I pick it up. It seems kinda rude, but so is leaving without hearing what it has to say. You pick up the bone and hold it to your ear. Oh, come on, please speak up. Hold it even closer. Stick it in your ear. You jam the jawbone as far into your ear as you can. Stick your finger in your other ear. You jam your finger into your other ear, close your eyes and listen as hard as you can. And... undying. What? Undying! Okay. You put the jawbone back into the sarcophagus, and in doing so, notice something yellow hidden under the pillow. You grab it as a reward for your patience, a smiling face button. Oh, it's an accessory that gives +1 to moxie, mysticality, and muscle. This is an abstract representation of a smiling face made out of bakelite and painted bright yellow. One of the opening scenes of Watchmen. Just missing a drop of blood on it at the moment, but hey, it may get that later. Huh? Is this the same outhouse? Go through it and find out. An unremarkable spot. But this is a different outhouse that I left through. Have I left to a different time? I don't know. I mean, I got a couple of items. Sweet. Pretty cool. Pretty nice. Pretty fun. Pretty hot. Pretty friendly. Pretty handsome and being friendly. But it's not... it's not really conclusive in my mind. There could be more somewhere. Especially considering that whole second... close that quickly. The whole second situation that we ran into. Already searched this nest. I'm just gonna quickly have a look at all these nests, see if indeed any of them I previously failed to fully interact with, or now I have a new way to. Nope. Make my way back there. So, head to a less interesting place. I mean, there's still the car here, which I need to jimmy the door of. I can't see any hobo code in the past or anything like that. Robot heart buried in weird colored sand. This may be conclusive if it's a reference to something that I'm not getting, which is entirely possible. Crystal Dream Lake, like, sure, it evokes the guy who does the killing, Freddy, or what? It's not Freddy. Freddy's Elm Street. Jason, Hockey Mask Man, Jason Voorhees, Mrs. Voorhees in the first one, and a couple of the other ones. Right? Anyhow, I, for the moment, believe that that may be the exhaust of what I can currently do. Let's check out Ocean City, where apparently there is a good reason that we still have the ability to search for information on the Pulitzer Prize. In particular, there was a mistake in the one that we picked up. So maybe there's been a correction on the later day. Oh, do I remember the later day? Oh, do I remember the later day? Okay, so it was 25, if I remember, for the year, which means, and it was 607, right? So 06-08-25, I think. You find something interesting. Well, look at that. In a massive and unlikely error, the newspaper has run corrections for all three of the previous day's top headlines. Correction, Government Valley Roads programmed to involve 152,662 meet, not eat. Correction, Howell rather, although I think it was actually Howie Howell. Howell defeats Glout in Pulitzer punch-up. And correction, sailing under a white flag, local principal returns from long voyage. Check whether the editors regret the error. Yeah, they do. Hang on a sec. I take it. Wait till the mill sees this. A humiliating edition of the paper of record carrying on its front page corrections for all of the previous day's top stories. Excellent. However, before I leave this area, this is a mackerel. I'm gonna just give him 10 meat. Enjoy. Go wild. Ham it up some with it. Hey, Becca.
Hello again, my child. Were you able to find that large quantity of water you were looking for?
No, I'm still looking. I stopped back in here to see if I got lucky, and then some happened to show up unexpectedly.
Oh, I'm afraid not.
Darn. Splash some water on my face. Oh, I can always do that here. Neat. And fish in the font. I want to visit the cathedral and have a chat with the priest. I'm not certain the priest has anything more to say to me at this point in time. Maybe I need to get him a bunch of water. Somehow. Just gonna do my due diligence and make sure that there's nothing else here that could maybe talk to the urn. Nope, doesn't need any smokes. The guest book has Donk Huffaby, Charles Wallace, Augustus Dirch, and Ryan Who. Got it. Obviously, here's the sewer if I wanted to continue going fishing. I don't... Yeah, I uncursed the shadow rod, right? Which is why I'm not getting shadow items from it anymore. Follows. Pull up a nasty bag, seems reasonable, and yeah, it looks like... I'll take a Fishman concoction, but looks like this is definitely being exhausted for the moment. Also, let's head our way over to the swamp. Big moist. And take a little bit of a wander around. Do you want to wander aimlessly through a fetid swamp? Yeah, apparently.
You can. I told you to get. Didn't I give you enough money for the bus? Well, here.
It gives you 19 more meat. You find an old medicine show wagon overturned in the swamp. Most of its contents have long since hazardously dissolved into the local ecosystem, but there's probably still some left. Oh, there's a lot of stuff left. A lot of rhino bone in particular. A black shape looms into view. I take it out with my guitar. Get him, Gator! As you round a clump of mangrove trees, or whatever kind of trees these are, you come face to face with a bearded gatorman with a big filthy sack. I should clarify, it's a burlap sack and it doesn't have a face, just like the gatorman does. I want to buy the sack. You open the you open the bag and reveal your prize. It's like Crimbo! A sad, wet, dirty Crimbo. I got 3 gator punch. They drink it, but that don't mean they like it. And 1 gatorman skin pants. Not to be confused with gatorman skin pants. These are pants made of skin and worn by a gatorman. You're not sure what skin they're made of. After one more wander here, yeah, I'm gonna say that we did have slightly additional information on that, which was we may want to wander the swamp with shadow items on us. So perhaps none of the things that I am currently, perhaps I need to be holding the items in particular. What would be shadow? Do I have anything kind of cursed still? A dire corn on the dire cob?
The evilest corn we've ever laid butter on.
Oh, I mean, the cursed creepy music box seems pretty cursed. Weed Lord fetish? 7 scarecrow face nightmare fuel. Okay, yeah, sure, that seems cursed as hell. Devilish ring. I just think there's more cursed things out there. Any of these seem cursed? Old wedding ring? No, well, these seem pretty good. I'm just gonna use the devilish ring just in case that's relevant. How about some cursed pants? Jocelyn strap. No, unfortunately, that modifies another item. Dang. Trash-soaked pants. There we go. We'll go with that. Russian clogs. Windmill keeper's boots makes you walk like a windmill. I'm ready for that. You know what? I'm ready for that this episode. Nice. Let's go for a wander. Ah, hello, devil. And, of course, get him, Gator. I don't have my pom-poms, so this is going to take slightly longer than it otherwise might. Very slightly. I suspect It's possible. I'm going to give myself 2 more wonders at this point. I suspect it's possible that this may not be achievable at this point in time. However, there is one more thing here for us. I'd buy the sack, get a Weed Lord fetish, 2 nasty pastries, and a gator punch. And then I wonder one more time. Oh, it's a tussock! I'm going to check it out rather than ask what a tussock is. I throw my haunch of meat at them. And then sneak away. Alright. I think that may not be us for the moment. So, what I'm going to do is quickly swap back all of the relevant clothing. Moxie plus 30. Oh! Of course! This is a cursed item! The sickle! The one that is still cursed! That makes sense. What's a tussock? Sure that's what a tussock is? I thought that was a cassock. You're thinking of a cavalry and shishi tachi. Alright, yeah, that gets you through all of it. I join in for 7 Moxie. I mean, I must have cursed at the moment. I simply must be cursed. Gaze upon this awful thing. They gazed upon it for too long. And they are losing themselves in it. Well, I buy another sack. They are getting more expensive, and they are not giving me anything good. But maybe at some point, you know. Unfortunately. I mean, the cursed item, this is clearly a cursed item. Like, it's got the effect of, you know, seeing through to the rest of the universe. So if this is ever going to happen, whatever it happens to be, it would be right now, one would think. Maybe I need to have more shadow items than just one? Do I have more shadow items than just one, though? That doesn't seem to be the case. Got him. I'm gonna give it 2 more wonders at this point. Get some shellac, and then pull the rock out of the swamp. Yep, that doesn't appear to work for us at the moment. Okay, so, although this is the best weapon for us right now, may as well use it while we have it. Right. Paranormal potential in the Moros meteorite as well. I'm looking for the Jacqueline Pom-Pom. And then instead of my devilish ring, I would like to have the Mobius ring, maybe. No, where's the as much help as I can give to my ally? Inspiring ring. Increases your companion. That's not my familiar. I want to increase my familiar stats. Tricky timpani, no. The SIT puzzle ring I'm still interested in also. Banishes shadow creatures, the shadow banishing ring. Give me more ability to wander around safely. You know what? I don't know why, maybe that counts. A radio transmission cuts through the swamp air. Beeps and tones of varying length and pitch. Why, it's Morse code, it's a distress call! As you listen further, you learn a frog has swallowed a shortwave radio and now suffers intestinal trouble. You locate the frog and relieve him in the manner best left unexplained. In a clearing, a band of Cub Scouts sing fight songs around a fire. The scout leader waves you down. I don't know which way's north in this damn swamp. Which way's which, he says, rather. He whispers and shows you his compass. Can't find the damn North Star. Been leading these boys in circles for 3 days. If they figure me out, pal, it won't be marshmallows they're roasting tomorrow. I teach him how to read a compass. You remind him that the directions north and west were effectively switched at the turn of the century, and now that he ought to be looking for a west star. He claps you on the shoulder and says, "Got it, I'd like to see him disrespect me now." He turns around and walks face first into a beehive. You're just disrespectable, unfortunately. I'm gonna become deveined by these wasps. What's the worst that could happen? This guy needs Louisville. The thing is, I've already taken you that way. Hello, I banish them with the anti-shadow ring and get 14 experience. I light up a swamp match. Yep. This, Stand very still and hope they leave. This does not look like this one is currently going to succeed for us. So, again, for the final time in this set of 5 minutes, I am going to change my items fully back to what I originally wanted them to be. Starting each combat. Really, it does seem like the Mobius ring is just the most powerful of these by far. As for our pants, I mean, realistically, I could probably wear basically any of these. Gainman skin pants is not bad. They're not bad at all. I'm just going to go for the stats again of the weathered jeans. My mysticality is now 11. Ooh, my muscle is now 10. What is doing that? I could have sworn these weren't our stats previously, because right now, all I would have to do is lose a moxie and gain a muscle, and I would be able to succeed the boardwalk challenge. Let me have a look at what my buffs are at the moment. Character sheet, perks. Effects. So I even have a -1 moxie from Twitchy going on, and the deveined. So I've got plus the mysticality and plus to Happy Happy Spoon. Okay, yeah, so if I went and got the muscle cat boon. Oh gosh, where's the muscle cat? Oh. But if I did manage to go and get that, I would be able to succeed the boardwalk challenge. Let's go do that. I think that's a good idea. Although, before we do that, it's time to go to Mudhenge. It's finally time. Specifically, the Drowned Mary text apparently contains cardinal directions that tell you the order of the archers. I was never gonna get that. That was never gonna happen, ever, in the course of the entire thing. I wouldn't, I wouldn't know to try and read it like that. Anyhow, apparently I can keep an ear out very, very keenly for a ding when I go through the right one. And I just need to go through these in the right sequence. So, give it a go. So let's label these mentally. Left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got it? So let's try going through one first. Apparently, I'm looking for a ding. Thank you, by the way, because there was no way I was ever going to figure this out. It was just not going to happen. That seemed like a not a ding. Did this reset us to our initial state? So I'm assuming our initial state needs to be the version of the map that you arrive on first. I'm going to try this one again and see if it's different to the previous sound. Don't. Drowned Mary's crown is buried past the huge town. Nope. Yeah, I can't hear a difference in that sound, so I have to assume that that was a failure every time, and that I'm still at the start of the code. That doesn't sound... What's that over to the east? I'm just gonna go check just in case it's relevant at all. No, it's not! Drowned Mary's crown again. Okay, so I don't think it's 1 or 2 first. Nope. Doesn't appear to be 3. Doesn't appear to be 4. Doesn't appear to be 5. I can't, which means I'm not hearing the right thing. Damn. Or maybe I need to somehow get back to the blank state to be able to actually try any of the other ones. So I can't confirm that anything except for, I guess, 1 doesn't work. Just trying to get back to the original state. It really feels like it should be easier to get back to the original state. Although, do I need to start at the original state? Wait, is it the additional hit? Because it's got like a beat and then a warp sound, right? But the beat only occurs occasionally. It doesn't sound like a ding or like a good sound to me at all, but... Okay, so I'm gonna lead by this. That would say that the code is apparently 1, 2 so far. The 3 was wrong, but if I go to 1 and it makes a sound again, it does. 2? It does. Okay, cool. This is the code. 1, 2 so far. I'll eliminate 1. It's not 1. So I now go... Wait. There we go. I was back at the original state. 2. Let's try 2 again. It's not 1, 2, 2. Got it. 1. 2. It wasn't 3 last time, so maybe 4. It's not 4, so it's 1, 2, 5, I believe, to open this. 1. 2. I knew what to look for, and I could barely tell the oral difference between those two things, let alone whilst thinking and talking. This is an anti-raps puzzle right here. This is the kind of thing that playing solo I 100% would have looked up. That's not correct. Hang on. A 5 didn't give me a sound. 1. 2. Maybe I failed to hear it on one of the previous ones. It's not 1, 2, 4. I can confirm that. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. Okay, hang on. 1, 2, 1. Let's try the one we just stepped out of. Nope, it's not 1, 2, 1, 3. So 1, 2, 1. It's not 1, 2, 1, 4. I'm trying to give the 1 and the 2 a little bit of time to cool down. 1, 2, 1, 5. It's not 1, 2, 1, 5 either. So 1, 2, 1, 1. Nope. 1, 2, 2, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, rather. Apparently. That should reset it, sorry. 1, 2, 1, 2. Confirmed. Okay, these are on cooldown hard. These are 5. Oh, that was correct! 1, 2, 1, 2, 5. 3. No. What's the... How many is in sequence? 1, 2, 1, 2. And then 5. It's gonna go back to 1, right? It's not. Fair enough. Just working my way into the center. And then 5. Oh, wait. Did I test 3 or 4 before? I think I tested 3. I must have tested... Well, that doesn't actually tell me any additional information there. I should be writing down the ones that I've tested and failed. Definitely. Oh, I agree with you 100% that I should be doing that. Am I going to? No. I'm gonna write down the correct combination and that's it. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. A 5. And then a 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 5, 2. 3 or 4. It's got to be 3 or 4 now. Not 3. Yeah. There you go. I'm gonna write 3 and then cross it out. Give myself the possibility of remembering that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 5. 2, 4. That sounded wrong. 2, 1,
2, 5, 2.
I'm trying 2. It's not 2. Okay, so it's 5 or 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 5. The only ones I'd already eliminated. 2. It's not 1. It's 5 again. 1. 2. 1. 2. 5, 2, 5. Confirmed? And it's still not done. 1, 2, 1, 2, 5, 2. You know what? 2. Ah, right. Okay, yeah, now you're not a pattern. Now you're not a pattern when it would benefit me. I see your game. Shadows over Loathing. What, are you trying to be funny? Oh, yeah. Fair point. 5, 2, 5. 4. Oh, it's 4! Finally, we're not actually getting it as the last one. That's 3. Ah! Ah! That was the final one, baby! 1, 2, 1, 2, 5, 2, 5, 4, 3. In the heart of the henge, 4 nude druids flock around the altar in unchoreographed ritual. One looks at you, and they just absolutely lose it, gnashing and wailing. It's clear that your presence constitutes some sort of an affront. You're not welcome here. Where you are welcome, and where they'll put you, is 6 feet under. I'm gonna leave them be for a moment and pop my clobber off. Nice hat, no hat. Nice ring, no ring. Oh, excuse me. Apparently the gator still counts as something on my head. There we go. I join. Well, as they say, when in nude Rome, do as the nude Romans do. Who said that again? Oh, it might have been Caesar in his fine dying moments. You know, to nude Brutus. You awake, alone, from a narcotic fog with the vestigial sense memory of having been stabbed and having eaten mud. Let's not tell anyone about this. Let's tell a lot of people about this. I do that. I ate mud naked! Yeah! At last, the non-literal beating heart of the Mudhenge. As you draw near, the needle on your compass spins wildly. I put the compass on the altar. There's the question, of course, of what exactly you're hoping to find here in the endless gloom of this hidden Mudhenge. Meat. Please, lots of it. Or, honestly, just mud. I don't really need meat. Ah, life-giving mud. Nectar of the gods. You can now feel your strength and renewal flowing through you. Got an item, mud. Mud straight from the henge. Is it too late to ask for meat? The needle spins smoothly clockwise until it doesn't. Seized by queer magnetic force, the tremulous needle twitches violently between the cardinal and non-ecclesiastical directions. It's a horrible, unsettling sight, and it feels like mercy killing when, with a gasp of inexplicable breath, the needle falls still, its head pointing towards the west-north arch. Was that supposed to happen? Nobody even knows where nobody even knows what Mudhenge was built for in the first place. Let's get out of here then. When placed upon this altar, the needle of your compass is rested violently towards the west-north arch. The west-north arch. So northwest, right? North and west have been flipped in this world, but that doesn't change the difference because this is just northwest, right? So it's this one? Well, this is quite another henge altogether. The mists of Mudhenge have parted, and you now stand before the great husk of an antebellum riverboat, grounded upon the swampy shore. Location unlocked, the wreck of the Longfellow. The needle of your compass bends its neck to a point urgently towards the boat's top deck. You don't know how a compass needle can contort itself like that, and it's very unpleasant to watch. Mudhenge must have brought you here for a purpose. There's meat here. You're gonna find it. I forge ahead with low to moderate purpose. However, I think the exploration of the Longfellow, as well as the uncursing of this cursed sickle, we'll now have to wait until the next episode, but until then, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Shadows Over Loathing. Top left is the series playlist for all my content of this game, past, present, future YouTube recommendation down below. Thank you very much again to Epsilon Rose for providing the light, spoiler light, directioneering here to help us tie up our loose threads. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. Hopefully we'll see you next time.